Castrovillari in Calabria. It is the, I think, northernmost town in Calabria. In fact, as you come over the border from Basilicata, this is the first place you really come to. It is located just to the south, east and west of the Pollino range of mountains. Today's a Sunday, so I think the church is open for business. Doesn't work, it's not 4 o'clock. This is the centre of the town, because just below the clock, well that's a church, but just beside that is the town hall, and this is the main street. I think a lot of people miss this area because they want to go south. I was talking to a lady in the tourist office and she told me that 95% requests are to know when are the ferries to get to Sicily and what's it like in Tropea. So they go way past this, and it's a big pity because it's got some of the most wonderful nature I've seen anywhere. And this town itself is quite charming, I think. So there's a complete view of the main street. I'm standing at the bottom, and I came onto it at the top, more or less. Turning around here, what more wonderful mountain views. And to my right is the castle. Over there now. This is an Aragonese castle, but I understand its main use was as a prison. Obviously many castles were mainly used as prisons, such as the Tower of London. In this tower here called Torre Infame, people who rebelled against the Aragonese rule were locked up in there without food, starved to death, and according to what I'm told, their bodies were then thrown out below. The windows as such were put in later, so they would in fact actually be completely in darkness, and that was done as a warning to others not to rebel against the Aragonese. Here we have a building which used to be a nunnery, And around 30 years ago or so, after it had fallen into a bit of ruin, it was taken over by the town and they turned it into a theatre, and it's got a theatre place of about 300 places, but the nunnery as such goes back to the 13th century. There we have a nice panorama of the Silla mountains, which lie to the south of here. And apparently they give excellent views. You can see Mount Etna from up there, as well as the Tyrrhenian and Ionian seas. So I'm told, because I haven't actually done it myself. There's the main street, and down here is a very nice place to stay, because here it's as though it's very close to the centre. When you actually get down there, it's as though it's in the countryside, agro-tourism, and it's down the street here. And you can see more about that in another film I'll put up. So from here we've got a very good view of the Pollino range, which comes round in a semicircle, even more than that I would say. It's probably around 220 degrees. So it's a bit warm. I'd say it's around 23 degrees, but there's a slight breeze, which helps. And then we have the Silla Mountains down there, which is to the south. I'd like to tell you these roses are wild, but I very much doubt they are. See snow still up there, which this is 2nd of June. It's very unusual.